Alright, everybody, welcome back to another game of Age of Empires 2. This time we have Knight Noble 24 here in the blue playing as the Franks, and on the other side we have Tarmaleon playing as the Italians. So, Franks cavalry civilization, cost of castles are 25% cheaper. Cavalry units get plus 20% starting in Feudal Age. These are hit points, so basically they get free bloodlines. Farm upgrades are free, which is extremely powerful. Just have to build that mill. Foragers also work 25% faster, so anything collecting berries is much faster. Throwing Axemen is a very awesome infantry unit. One of my favorite units in the game. It's their unique unit. They also have Bearded Axe and Imperial Age, which gets their range up +1. Chivalry here comes in for stables working 40% faster, and Knights get +2 line of sight, which is nice. On the opposite side, for the Italian player, they are an archer and naval civilization. The advanced cost is 15% cheaper per age, and dock techs, which won't come in play here, are 50% cheaper. Fishing ships also 15% cheaper. Both of these bonuses do not help them at all here on this map, but worth pointing out how awesome they are on water. Gunpowder units cost 20% less. The Genoese crossbowmen are amazing. They are super powerful archers against cavalry. Could really come into play here. And they also have the condottiere, which is mostly good against fast anti-gunpowder infantry. So they're good against gunpowder. Probably not going to see much of that from the Franks. Provice, foot archers, and condottiere get +1 armor and +1 pierce armor, which is quite nice. And their trade units cost 50% less. So all in all, the Italian civilization is not a great land civilization. That said, I love the Italians. I think they're underused. And I hope that they get a buff sometime that helps them on land a little bit. But I don't think so. I think their place is on the water maps and maybe in a few, games here or there. But nonetheless, let's start with the Italian player over here. His map is quite wallable. He could wall pretty much everything in if he wanted to. I doubt that he will, because why wall this in? But walling the stone shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I like it a lot. It's very easily wallable, very safe stone. This gold should be safe enough. Not going to be the greatest gold, but I think he'll be just fine with his generation. He does need to find his two goats here, and then I think he should be in pretty good shape with his goats. On the opposite side, Knight Noble already finding his, I believe. Yes. Knight, he's got a very open map. As Franks, though, it's not going to be that terrible, because with Franks, you're going to be the civ that you're going to want to be mobile with, attack with. So some walls, maybe some walls here, some short walls here. Not sure exactly how he's going to wall this one off, really. This is kind of rough. One advantage is his main gold is very forward. It is very exposed. However, both of his secondary golds are very, very wallable, very safe. Safe stone in the back as well. So his berries could become a concern to a Drush or some early archers, but nonetheless, it looks pretty good regardless. Both players right now, getting their starting ecos up here, as both players are 7 on food and 4 on wood as we speak. Also, villager counts are equal, and players are going to be... Oh, that was a close call there. Just about lost that village. Did some fancy tricks right there. Garrison is TC. So, will be very interesting matchup. If the Italians can actually get to the Genoese crossbows, which are anti-cavalry archers, then the Frank player could struggle a bit against that. However, being able to make your own skirms should be okay. Shouldn't be much of an issue. Tarmaleon. Let's just call him Leon. Or Leon, however you want to say it. He's already scouted a large portion of the map here for himself, which is quite nice. And on the other side, we see Knight is also casted a good chunk of his map, and he sees pretty much all he needs to see on his map, and you can see he is going out to find his opponent. He is a shift clicker, which is what I personally do. I don't like to bounce all over and look at my scout all the time. He should notice this here shortly though, and realize he's found his opponent. Still 2 goats unaccounted for Leon here, which is not exactly ideal, but he should find them. Shouldn't be much of an issue.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, Tarmaleon, I've noticed he is slightly behind in the villas. It's because he grabbed a loom. He must have got loom. He was either housed or something there for a moment and decided to collect upon loom a little bit early, which is not a terrible idea, but also not 100% where you want to go with that. We do have a barracks coming down for the Frank player, so we could see maybe a Drush FC with this. Going to be very interested to see if he actually produces any units. He has not gone out to his main gold or his secondary gold to take 10 gold, so we're going to have to see that here very shortly. Let's see if anything happens here. Waypoint has not been set forward here. If you look here on the minimap, there is no waypoint. So, Knight, oh, he almost lost his scout here, which isn't quite ideal either, but ooh, an early switch to gold, so definitely going to be archers. He's going to put 4 villagers onto gold upon jumping to the feudal age. He does not have enough villagers to fast castle this. Okay, not too bad a walls, you know. Save your res, keep some wood lines as best safe as you can. Would really like to see this walled up, and this way, wall this way. Would really like to see that from Knight, but it's still plenty early. He's not trying to panic down any walls. He is getting some up. I hope he goes to the edge of the map here and doesn't just wall this off, but he's probably just going to wall this off, which is alright. It's not too bad still. On the other side, we have a barracks down as well. Neither player are going to make anything out of the barracks. They're just building it because they have to get that building up to be able to get an archery range, stable up, etc. So, do have an idol on each side here or there. So we're going to have to wait and see how that works. And actually, he's going to go ahead and wall this up. So, I like that he noticed this is available to wall up. Think that definitely is what you should do. Helps secure your map a little bit more. Plus, you're more aware of your enemy trying to sneak around that way, which I really like. But on the opposite side, walls are looking almost completed, or they have just completed. So very safe play over here. Archery range is coming up, which is to be expected. We do see a stable up from the Frank player, which is not surprising at all. It's exactly what we expected to see. Walls to the south, so he's just going to have to worry about walling his north here a little bit, maybe defending it. He is going to go ahead and try to take some gold off of his front gold first, which I think is the right move. In case you are pressured on that, at least you have collected some of your gold and it was available here to you, and then you'll just move back here after bit. So, as far as the map goes, we haven't really touched on these wood lines too much. I'm not a fan of the Italian player here, Leon's wood lines. However, I wouldn't expect to see any sort of pressure for him on them. If there was, he could be in some serious trouble. Double archery range, and he's getting up some spears as well, as Knight opts into some scout production, which is not surprising at all. Get some scouts out, get some pressure on your opponent. He is gonna find out his opponent is full walled though, and he shouldn't be able to do any damage here. But we do have Knight severely housed, as it took a little bit to get that up. He will force some reaction here at some point. Should just build a house behind it or so. And he's just going to end up using these scouts to actually scout the map. So let's hope he doesn't invest too heavily into it, or he will be quite substantially behind, as he already has 3 scouts out, and he has a 4th coming out, and hopefully that's where he stops right there. Archery range is up. Housed. He's going to be housed again, which is quite painful. And for anyone who doesn't know, when you're housed, means your production is dead. So, right now, he's still sitting at this idle TC, and he is a few villagers ahead, which is quite nice for him. But at the same time, that idle time hurts quite a bit in the early game. I mean, he is getting houses up, but he just needs to keep going with houses. Build as many as possible right now, get them all up. Skirmishers coming out as well. This is a good bit of investment here. Knight is really trying to put the pressure on, but he does see the archers are coming in, so skirmishers are a fine play. Would not expect to see any more scout production out of Knight at this stage of the game. Padded archer armor is coming in. House again, but this time only for a few moments, as the house is already up. He started building it. So, I would expect to see Leon here, his resources looking pretty decent, but he's also housed. Oh no. He's housed and he doesn't have a house coming up. Oh, this is a lot of idle time. Villager lead is up quite significantly. Skirmishers do attack. This scout is just chilling amongst the enemy. He says, "You can't see me. I am one of you." Skirmishers are going to do a very good job of taking out any forward spears and dealing with some archer pressure of his own. Skirm is going to take 1 HP off at a time here. But these archers are just going to keep sneaking over and taking shots. So you got to keep these skirmishers up much closer if you're going to keep attacking that barracks. Finish your walls, Knight, please. I mean, you are pressuring, but invest into finishing it and get that villager back to work. Words of advice. That villager has been idle for a long time. I think that villager was here. Alright, scout comes in. Skirm had already damaged that quite a bit. We got quite a few units coming out over here. Eco-wise, actually Leon is investing a lot into defense, and on the other side, Knight is actually just booming away over here. 4 villagers up. Forward military, has the military counters. He does not have the numbers, but he has the correct counters out here to deal with some of these archers and the spearmen. So I would expect to see more skirmisher production. I would really like to see a market come up somewhere, please, and just go ahead and buy the few extra 100 food that you might need, but you might not even need it. He has 15 farms at this point. And on the other side, we have 16 farms. So both players doing a very nice job of showing up eco to go up here, as they've both realized by now we are not going to do much damage here. Skirmisher's going to do some harassing over here, which is nice. Going to take some wood villagers off of this wood line. Scouts are just going to try to beat on a wall. Maybe pull the archers back so he knows where they are. I think that's why he left this skirmisher here, which I think is a very solid play as well. Gonna see if that stays in the correct place or not. Could use a refresh lumber camp. He is getting this up as well. Knight has clicked Castle Age. He's going to be significantly ahead. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. I think we're gonna see, obviously, Knights coming out for Knight here, which is funny to say, but also going to be a very good play. And, oh, well, the Italian player with his cheaper uptime was able to go ahead and fix his eco a little bit there. or just maybe just had the resources actually, just went ahead and clicked up. So I mean, very well done. I mean, not going to be as far behind as I would have predicted at this point. Spears are going forward, skirms are coming back, so these scouts are just going to run, and the skirmishers will take care of the spears coming forward. Archers and skirms also coming forward. Scouts are probably going to run into them. Could lose all of these numbers here, and he loses one, but he'll lose them all here if he stays here. Alright, on the move. Nicely done. Villager counts are now equal. I think Knight will still be ahead by 2 or 3 just simply because of the timing he clicked up. Behind this, what are we going to see? Just going to see some Knight production here from Knight Noble 24. Oh no. Oh no. Bring these. Oh, his army is not in place. These knights could still do some damage here. Are we going to see any Vil picks? Nope, Vils don't go down. He only has +1 on that, so it's actually a fine place for them to sit. Not going to be able to get hit by too many things. We do have +2 coming in and the defense as well. We do have a second town center going down. I do not see a third coming down over here. I mean, he will have to drop a town center outside of his walls, which I don't know if he's exactly comfortable with doing that unless he drops one here. So knights are going to have +2. They're going to be a decent number of them. We should bring the skirmishers and scouts back, even if it's just to soak up some shots, as he's actually going to try to run in here and oh no. Oh, huge mangonel shot. Oh, and another one. Oh no. Knight is just gonna wipe up this army now. No question, as this entire army will die. I don't even think that mangonel is gonna go down, and it will not, will it? Nope, he saves it. Oh. 32 kills to 6 death now. Military lead now, 21 units to 6. That is why you do not run in. 2 TCs, just now getting the second one up over here, as this one has been up for a moment or two, but with Knight production, wouldn't expect to see a third town center go up. Skirms and Knights come forward. Would love to see a siege workshop come from Knight, maybe even up here on the hill, or on that hill even. I think there's a hole. I think there's a hole. I can't... there's definitely a hole there, right? Oh, if he just clicks past this, he could run right in. Knight production is coming out. Just gonna keep sending mangonels from the siege workshop at home, which at this point is not a bad play. These palisades will melt, although he might just attack the town center to force repair. Not exactly sure. Or maybe he's just going to pressure the main gold, which also would be quite nice for him. And yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to get 1 villager pickoff. 2 villager pickoffs. Oh, he found it. See if he notices. I think he noticed. If he didn't notice, he's going to wonder why that knight died in there. Good reactions, getting that up. A town center. Alright, so we have forward siege, and you're getting a town center pressured, and you opt to build another town center forward. Very interesting position here. Not sure that I care for it, but nonetheless, Knight is extremely ahead in this one. Looks like we are going to see that house go down here. And these knights are just going to run in. Town center here is almost halfway dead. Scouts are in on the front as well. Oh, this is a quick one right here. At this point, you have very little military numbers. You're getting ravaged at home. Oh, your mangonel is going to get sniped in the back. Crossbows are going to go down. If they don't go down, that town center is going down, and we've already lost a significant number of villagers here. I think Leon just needs to call this one. And he does, as I say it. That's entertaining. Uh, yeah, winning move, Mega Nail Shot right here. This aggressive try here to get in and do some damage cost him the game. If he would have kept his numbers alive, he would have at least been able to come back and boom. Potentially even do slightly better, because he did have the villager lead yet again there, I believe, at the end. And Knight was producing lots of units, pressuring forward, but if you had your own military to defend, I think you would have been in a much better position. But nonetheless, GG Knight and Leon, and let's take a quick look at the statistics. And it's pretty one-sided. Pretty one-sided here. A little bit more wood collected for Leon here, but Knight took away everything else. 99% max map exploration, that's excellent. Villager high actually was Knight's at 50. And you can just see where all the military was so large, and then big drop in military numbers. Quite unfortunate, but GG's to Knight and GG to Tarmaleon, or Tarmaleon, however you pronounce your name. For those of you on YouTube, please like, follow, and subscribe for more, and feel free to suggest your games in my Discord community for me to cast for YouTube as well. Have a good one.